Hey everyone, it's Jessica Mendoza. Welcome to the show.
Hello from Arlington, Texas. We're live inside Globe Life Field. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Athletics and the Texas Rangers. About to get started here, Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate. And we are underway in game one of the series. Swings through that one for strike two.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And here is Nick Kurtz. That one outside. Ball one. Soderstrom gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Throw comes in, runner stopped, second and third, nobody out. Next up for the A's. Brent Rooker, golden opportunity right here. That one's in there, 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Singing he's currently the team leader in runs scored. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And that is a big first out. Runners at second and third and one out. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Second in the AL in home runs.
just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. In the air to left center. Hellman gets under it. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Here's the ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
And now here is Jacob Wilson.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in. Good spot for the hit. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
On the ground to the left. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning. Brandon Nimmo stepping in for the Rangers. Close but called a ball. And it's 1-0. On the ground right side. Takes it himself. 1 gone bottom half of the first. Here's Corey Seager. That's a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And that one fouled off. Line drive, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out. And now it's Jake Burger to hit. He boots it. Still manages a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Danny Jansen in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Right down to shoot, and that's strike 1.
Nope, that's off the plate.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Look out! And it hit him. Now here's Andrew McCutchen. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And there's the ball. Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
He fouls it off. Will do it again. 2 outs. Bases are full. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. Ezekiel Duran, the next to hit. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Tied up here in the early going. Out to short. They get the force, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We head to the second in Arlington. The A's on top in this one. 1-1. Back in Arlington. On now to the top half of inning number 2. So the Athletics are holding their own so far this season. They're a team that was viewed as a real contender to make some noise, so they might need to turn it on.
Well, it's early, and they haven't put themselves out of contention yet. Maybe they aren't running away with the league, but they're still in a position to battle for a spot in the postseason.
That's true. Over the course of the season, you win the games you should win, and things tend to work out. Not even close there. Ball 2. Next pitch is outside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now the left fielder, Zach Geloff. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That one fouled hard the other way. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. 0-2 now. McNeil gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Line drive. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
One out man at first. Denzel Clark digs in now. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
Boog, it's always fun showing up to the ballpark on a day DeGrom is pitching. He's widely regarded as one of the most dominant pitchers in the league. And when he's at his best, he's setting the standard for the entire league.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That one misses. 2-2. Man at first, one away. And misses inside. Time called down before the payoff pitch. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. So the lineup flips over. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. He led off the game with a single and then came around to score. Here's the 0-2. Caught it looking for the K. Back at Globe Life Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Sam Haggerty stepping in for the Rangers. Yoan. And a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. To the right side, McNeil. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So next to hit for Texas, Michael Hellman.
No, that's a ball. No.
Here's a 2-1. That's a strike. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. On the ground. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Here comes Corey Seager. Seager not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. Right through there for a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to as far as just a late.
Now this one gets through. And they stop him at third. So bases loaded with one away. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
0-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. All loaded up. Jake Burger stepping in for the Rangers. And that one clips the corner. All loaded up. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fouls away the first offering. In the air, right field. And that will end the inning. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Rooker in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. He's one of the best players in baseball when it comes to scoring runs, Singy. His numbers are good enough to put him in the top 10. And 1-2.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Then there's one down. Shea Langoliers will hit next. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. That one drifts inside.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Swinging a foul straight back.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
And he grounds one back up the middle into the outfield, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Stepping in, Lawrence Butler. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Haggerty should have this one. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Jacob Wilson. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ground ball. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Home half of the back here at the ballpark. Let's check out the latest news from around the league. Jansen will handle the catching duties in this one, hitting 5th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Lifted in the air out to left. Geloff under this one and makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Fires over to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
For the Rangers, the third baseman, Ezekiel.
So up next, Ezekiel Duran. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit. Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And that is that. Back in Arlington as we go to the top of the 4th. Jeff McNeil stands in.
You know, these A's showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That clips the corner.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Haggerty under it. And there's 1 down. Here's the left fielder, Zach Geloff. He's 0 for 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Oh, great stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Clark swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. In the air to left center. Hellman has a beat on it. And that is that. Back at Globe Life Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Sam Haggerty stepping in for the Rangers. That one fouled off.
Well, these Rangers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Michael Hellman.
Ball outside.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that drops in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2.
Ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
That one missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1-2 now. Stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finished. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for the first time. Carter Baumler, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Wynn warming up as well. The 1-1. Foul ball there. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Go ahead run on base. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. Next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Hard liner. Helmet snags it on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Langoliers now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
Oh, that's inside.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Fastball for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Ball 2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Just off the outside corner. Ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swung on, belted. And it lands foul, so we reset and we'll do it again. 3-2. This one belted, deep left field, on its way, gone. A 2-run shot, and the A's jump in front. It's 3-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout now. So 2 down. Lawrence Butler, the next to hit. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 4-1.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, dude. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Digging in, Jacob Wilson. And that is that. The 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And here's Corey Seager to hit.
Now pitching for the Athletics, number 58, Scott Farmer.
Not the best swing that time from the first round pick. He scored more runs than anyone else in his team so far this year, Chris. To the right side, and it stays fair. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. Snap throw.
Ball one.
In the dirt. Here's a 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Oh.
Seager on at first. Nobody out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Popped up. Soderstrom gets under it. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from first. So digging in, Jake Burger. And that one fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Wilson throws to first. 2 away. Danny Jansen to hit here. Out towards right center field. And that is that. Rangers lead 1. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So up next,
Leading
Jeff
off for the
McNeil.
A's, the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Ball.
And the 1-0. That's a laser base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Zach Geloff now at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball to left. One down. Denzel Clark up next for the A's. Squares the bunt, but that rolls foul. Clark goes 6 feet 3 inches, 220 pounds, and he was born in Canada. Strike 2.
Yeah, you can see he just kind of stabbed at that one instead of just keeping his hands soft and absorbing the baseball with the bat.
Bunts it in the air. 2 down.
Up next for the A's.
Now the third baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
Soderstrom.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Back in Arlington, well, we go bottom 6. Andrew McCutchen stepping in for the Rangers.
Nope, that's off the plate.
This one in the air, right field. And there's one away. So digging in, Ezekiel Duran.
Strike 1.
The Athletics leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Nope, outside.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. 2 out.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my
That's the
opinion.
ball.
Haggerty up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Hellman.
Quick move to first. Haggerty dives back in safely. And now it's going to be Michael Hellman.
Huh.
Haggerty leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And down on strikes. That ends the frame. 1 left for Texas. And they
For the Rangers.
welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Cole Winn.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Kurtz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0. That one is upstairs. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Here's a 2-2. Way inside. Line drive. And it goes just foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And a payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Rooker, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught him break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Ball.
And now it's 3-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Time called. Payoff pitch. And that one ripped into right. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next up for the A's, Shea Langeliers. Can't forget the two-run shot he launched out of here in the fifth.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
This one popped up, middle of the infield. And the infield fly rule call. Two aboard with one out. Next up for the A's, Lawrence Butler. He's already homered in this game. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The 0-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Tag at third, out. He can't scramble back. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Jacob Wilson digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. The A's looking to add another here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Here comes the skipper. Elvis Alvarado taking over on the mound.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Smith in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. That one fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over.
he's in
and
there.
Save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. Man at first with one gone. There goes the runner. Pitch misses.
That's the ball.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
He's got it. And there are two down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Tying run at the plate. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. High fly ball, right field. Butler drifts towards it, and that ends the inning.
For the Rangers,
Back at Globe Life Field, ready to begin the eighth. Jeff McNeil getting ready to hit. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. His second of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Here's the left fielder, Zach Geloff. 0-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the eighth. Hard ground ball, base knock. So up next, Denzel Clark.
That's out the corner.
The 1-0.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
1-1 now.
That's the ball.
Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch, perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
2-2 down. Swung on, popped up left side. Brings it in, and there's one down. Back to the top of the order, Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Ball.
Here's a 1-2. Struck him out looking. Soderstrom. But that one missed, and here comes the challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Here's a 2-2. And downstairs. Geloff at first, one gone. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying swing well. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. A 2-run blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 7-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. In a 3-2 count, you've got to be ready to hit at the plate, even if it's a borderline pitch.
One down. Next up for the A's, Nick Kurtz. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw to first in time. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Swing and a miss, strike one. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Robert Garcia, the closer, is getting loose. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Third out. The 2-round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's 7-2. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Back in Arlington, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Andrew McCutchen stepping in for the Rangers. That one close, ruled the ball. And now it's even 1-1. That's inside. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. To third, Soderstrom. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. And at first, here's the third baseman, Ezekiel Duran. And that drops in for a strike. Late with the swing there. Broken bat, and it's popped up. McNeil. They get the force as they pass up the chance at the double play. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Sam Haggerty. Right side, Kurtz. To second, there's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. The spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
The distance on these is what stands out to me, Boog. Every one of those home runs has gone at least 400 feet. The batter's box is a launching pad.
Langoliers, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Junis, in his 9th season, he features a slider, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. In the dirt. Handles, throws to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Next up for the A's, Lawrence Butler. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. The 0-2. Popped in the air. Left field. Haggerty settles underneath it. 2 away down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop
Jacob Wilson will hit next.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Just missed. That catches the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Smith slings to first, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
the center fielder, Michael.
That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. Here comes the manager. So they turn to their closer, Mark Leiter Jr. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Nimmo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And a big swing and a miss. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Left field. And there are 2 outs.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Seager, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Full extension, makes the catch. And what a play. Ball game.